Thanks to the support as a channel member, DC Maximo. Oh, it is exciting times. Our first ever matches in the second tier of Spanish football. It almost lets me forgive you for the fact that you've not let me sign anybody again for the second year in a row. Yeah, I know it worked last season, but that was more luck than judgment. Hello and welcome to part 53 of Holiday Home. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we play our first ever games in the second tier of Spanish football. Something I didn't think I was going to get to say. And if you don't know why, you need to go back and watch the previous episode with the transfers that weren't. We thought we didn't sign a lot of permanent players last summer. We've signed 0 permanent players this summer. We have brought in a lot of loans, though. We're trying to bring in even more. We may have found the way around the wage cap, wage registration, minimum salary issue, and the fact that there's no maximum. There's no maximum on the loans that we have. We just can't have 6 that are over 23. So teenage loanees. That's what we're all about here now, and it looks like you can include them all in the matchday squad and there's no problem with it. So yay for Spain. What a weird league with some really weird rules. The whole structure is set up to keep the big clubs big and the big little clubs never with a chance, because not only do you have all this nonsense, but of course you're absolutely riddled with B teams as well. It's absolute nonsense. This is the team for the first day of the new season. We're against Atletico Pamplona, which apparently someone said maybe it's Osasuna. I don't know. Do I look Spanish to you? This is the team. We've got Rodrigo in goal, a very familiar back four, Zafra, Joffrey, Galdino and Ivan. We don't have a right back currently. We are working on it. A central midfield of Alex Boxall and Rabiu, Martinez Perez on the left, Ivan Mutt on the right, new loanee, Ivan Sendra. He certainly understands the name conventions around here, who's on loan from Vallecano. He's going to be playing in behind Ivan Luis. Remember, one of the big things that happened over the summer was losing Gorka. So we are a couple of strikers down, but we have got some young strikers on the bench. And weirdly, after the Gatford situation that we highlighted yesterday, he is now magically registered and nobody knows why, but he has managed to make it onto the bench. So let's get our team submitted. I fully expect we're going to be absolutely battered, but we'll see. We'll see, I guess. Let's see what happens. Wouldn't it be a thing if we actually weren't rubbish? Because once again, second season in a row, the actual starting 11 hasn't changed hugely. So dynamics-wise, team cohesion-wise, we're actually going to be pretty good. We've obviously still got the momentum and the high morale from winning the league last year. There is a chance we could have a good start to the season, and new Ivan has scored inside 30 seconds. He definitely understands the assignment. Ivan Sendra has just put us 1-0 up with an absolute screamer. Well. We are heading to La Liga, boys and girls. Look at that. First time hit as well. I mean, the goalkeeper's got to do better there, but who am I? His mother. I'm happy that the goal went in. 1-0 to home. Lovely. Come on then. And it's very good to see Alex Boxall playing football again with a decent rating attached to him after a very troubled injury hit season last year, where even when he came back, he didn't look the same player. He is now on a new £3,000 a week contract, which I was a little bit wary of giving him, but he's been one of our best players for so long that in the end, we just rewarded his loyalty, and hopefully he now rewards me right back again by turning back into the player that we know he can be. But let's just win the match, eh? That's all we're really looking for here. We'd just like to win the match. Joffrey heads the ball right up in the air, and Captain Rabiu brings it down, lays it off to Zafra. These are all boys who've had big new contracts. In fact, Rabiu is one of the few who hasn't had a big money new contract, because he was the best player, so he was on a long-term contract. He's now earning less than the likes of Joffrey and Zafra and everyone around him, and because he's an absolute hero, hasn't even asked for a pay rise. He'll get a big one this coming summer. Martinez Perez has made it 2-0. Come on then. We are doing a football. Oh, how many points do we need to be safe? Because that is literally the only goal, the only target this season is to survive. Because if we survive, the money comes. And if the money comes, we have a summer a lot less miserable than the one we've just had. And for the first time in like 3 years, we'll actually be in a position to sign some permanent players, which will spell the end for the likes of Joffrey and Martinez Perez, who've been here for a long, long time. But it would be nice to upgrade the squad a little bit. It's just such a shame we couldn't keep Gorka, but he wanted $6,000 a week, and we're never even next year we're going to struggle to be in a position to pay $6,000 a week. And Ivan Luis, I think he's offside, but yeah, I mean, is it being disallowed? Referee, by all means, stop fingering yourself. We'll take that. It is disallowed. That's quite unfortunate, but 3-0. Oh, what a start to the game we've had. What a start. I am, is that the first time we've had a VAR decision in this save as well? And it's gone against us. That's a little bit unfortunate. Right, Sendra playing across to Joffrey, and we're aiming sort of in the direction of Ivan Luis. I mean, one big weakness we've got is no backup at all to Ivan Luis. Fred Stiebling is injured for the first several months of the season. We've got a couple of 16-year-old kids who are on loan. We don't know if either of them are going to be any good. And we've already conceded 1 goal back. So that excellent start that we've had, the promotion boost might have ended after 20 minutes of the match. We've been stunned by the concept of VAR, and it's led to us conceding a goal immediately afterwards. You don't understand what just went on. What's a VAR? Exactly. We don't like it. We need a right back. Signing a right back has got to be a priority. Ivan Such has never been one, and I don't want to have to play him out there for any significant length of time this season. But 2-1 at half time, far better than we ever could have hoped for. Please, boys, just hold on. We could really, really, really use 3 points on the opening day of the season. Here's Alex Boxall playing it back to Galdino. Galdino back to Boxall, and Boxall tries to find Rabiot, but he's sold him a little short there, and unfortunately we are stuck doing defending again. But hopefully we can just keep them at bay. And look at, is that Martinez Perez charging back to get involved? He's up for it. Goodness me, I was all but done with him at the end of last season, but that looked like he was quite engaged in the process. He's going to get himself sent off, isn't he? He's too up for it, if anything. Right, they're lumping the ball forward again. Galdino once again dealing with it quite comfortably. Alex Boxall now to Ivan Mutt. Lovely ball from Ivan. And Ivan Luis. Surely he stayed onside this time. Oh, the ref's got his finger in his little ear again. Oh, I'm going to love VAR this. As if the squad registration stuff wasn't enough. Now we've got this nonsense to deal with. My word. Nobody needs this in their lives. Someone unplug the VAR machine. It's absolutely unnecessary. We should be 4-1 up here. How much is that linesman getting paid to not be there for any use at all? Not acceptable. Right. Rabiot's shattered. Koulibaly's going to come out. I tell you what, Koulibaly probably feels a little bit harshly dealt with that we're so short on players and he still doesn't get to start. But Ivan Serrano, another of the new Ivans, is going to come on for his first appearance at centre-back. He has got a couple of actual La Liga games in his past as well, so he's not a complete waste of space, unlike Ivan Luis in his positioning today, constantly being offside. So Nico Martino, who is 16 years old, on loan from Atletico Madrid, absolutely completely untried, is going to come on and try and make a name for himself and try and make himself a hero, because there's definitely a vacancy at striker in this team. Ivan Luis didn't even start every game last year. Our top scorer was Gorka. Gorka was our main striker. Right, Nathan Gugan, who is a left back but can play right back as well, is going to come on at right back. And I'd quite like to bring another defender on. We don't really have one. Dan Grocott is going to come on and play centre-back. Our defenders are looking very, very tired. That is the definition of makeshift defence out there now. If ever there was a back four that was going to concede a late equaliser, it's this back four. But Dan Grocott is 6'4", so you know, I've heard rumours that you can't teach that. And Martino, on his debut, the 16-year-old, for goodness sake, I'm going to cut the referee's fingers off. Please leave yourself alone. That's fine then. That's fine. I don't mind that one. That's okay. The VAR is going to break me this year. But there you go. Martino, 15 minutes into his debut. Have we got a new goal machine? Wouldn't that be lovely? And I think we've won on the first day of the season. Come on then. Let's go and do it again. Oh, we are. I mean, at what point does it go from saving the save because it was broken to exploiting a loophole we might have found? Because we are just loans. Get them all in. So we've signed a few more. This guy, Angel Muina, has come in. He can play up front. We've also signed Rafael Bernal, who is really, really, really good. And he's a central midfielder and an attacking midfielder. We've got this guy, Joan Ramon Roig, who is another striker. And we've signed Mattia Marone, who is a centre-back. We have now got 22 players registered, and we've recalled Xander Suster from his loan. We gave him a big new contract in the summer, but moved him out so that we could bring players in on loan. But now we've got them in. Balls to the budgets. We're now massively over them again. Xander's back in and has now developed into a natural right back. He's a full finish international and 3 stars of current ability. So he absolutely solves the right back problem. So with those extra moves, the team now is starting to look pretty good, I think. Rodrigo in goal, a back four of Zafra, Galdino, Ivan and Xander, Koulibaly and Boxall in midfield, Rabiot on the left, new boy Bernal in the attacking midfield spot, Sandoval on the right, Luis up front. We've actually got players not even on the bench. That's what we've got to at this point. Sendra's probably feeling a little bit hard done by that. He scored that goal, played a great game. The home fans all wanted to sign him permanently, and we've immediately binned him off because we've signed a shiny new toy. But ultimately, that is now a team that I think is capable of staying in this league based on absolutely no knowledge of the quality of this league. Purely based on the first day of the season and the fact we've now got slightly better players involved. But I'm hoping Xander ends up as good as he looks that he could. I mean, he's been around a long time, and we took a big risk on him in the summer, giving him a big contract, 2.4k a week, because of the fact he's a full international, because of the fact he's still showing his 5-star potential. It's taken him a long time to take a first team spot, but this is now a golden opportunity for him to just cement that right back spot as his own for the next goodness knows how many years. He's given away a penalty. He's done. He is done. I was about to tell you, I mean, Ivan and Zafra are both homegrown boys in that back four. He could be the third. When Joffrey's in there, it's a completely homegrown back four. But no, he has to give away a penalty, and now we're going to have to fire him. And it's all gone wrong. Rodrigo needs to save this penalty here because we don't want to take the shine off the start of the season. He does save the penalty, but it goes in anyway. Oh, goodness me. If we get absolutely smashed here, I really don't know what to think, because I thought actually from where I was 20 minutes ago in real time, when I thought I was ending the save midway through the transfer window, I think we've done incredibly well to get to the point where we can field a full bench and have every player on the pitch playing in their own position. The fact that we've had some actual upgrades on last year now. Xander is a definite upgrade at right back. Bernal is the best attacking midfielder we've ever had. And we've now won a penalty of our own. And it's Ivan Luis, I think, who is going to be taking it. Alex Boxall seems to be mouthing off in there, though. If the ref, I mean, is this the thing? I was going to say, if VAR becomes my new enemy, I could do without having any. I don't need any new enemies. Right, who is taking the penalty? I don't think I've set my penalty takers. Wow, opportunity to redeem himself. He is done. Oh, he's done. Oh, I don't like him. Oh, it's a little harsh because he's a name in the game player, but that's no way to re-debut in a football team. He's not had a good start, has he? Oh, 21 years old. Has he ever played? He played 7 games for us that year, 6 that year. It's very much the Russ Eddy trajectory. He's had a lot of loans. He's played over 100 games of professional football. But, I mean, I do need to sort my set piece takers and stuff, I guess. But I'm taking no responsibility for it. Bernal trying to get onto the end of that one, but not quite sharp and match fit enough to leap onto it. Hopefully there'll come a time where leaping is exactly what he does. I want to see more leaping out of this team. They've got him behind us again here. Rodrigo's positioning is a little iffy, but he does actually make the save. Still 1-0, and we've still got a chance. While it's still, we're going to offer a little bit of encouragement. We've not played terribly. We're away from home as a newly promoted team. Oh, Rodrigo. Roddy, goodness me, please use both hands, and you're allowed to catch the ball. You don't just have to palm it up into the air. That's, if anything, that's poor technique. Lovely, but talking of, I mean, that's excellent technique, and Ivan Luis is quicker than that. I don't know why. I mean, it's a lovely through ball, and he kind of just takes it and slows down. He's like, I don't really know what to do with it. What do I do here? Maybe try scoring, you plonker. Oh, I'm on edge. I'm on edge for this one, boys and girls. Alex Boxall, intercept. And that is, I mean, it was almost a lovely through ball, but Ivan Luis intercepts again. But Rabiot bursts out midfield, and he can't quite apply the finish. But we've got a corner, and it's going to be Galdino, our centre-back, to take. Really do need to sort out these set-piece instructions. I'll do that after the match. Koulibaly, across to Rabiot. Win another penalty. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? Give Xander another opportunity to redeem himself. It'll be fine. Right. Let's have a look to see what we've got going on. Sandoval can come off, and Ivan Mutt can come on. And we will. We're going to bring Sendra on, who was great in the last game, and we are going to take off Xander just to protect him from himself in this situation. We're going to go attacking. We're going to offer some encouragement, and we are going to warm the young boy up to maybe come on for Ivan Luis again. But Sendra was great in the last game, so hopefully he can come on and pull a few more strings. Joffrey is going to come on at left back, and we are going to bring on Nico Martino for the second game in a row. And any chance anyone's got an equaliser? If we can come out of this episode with 4 points, that would be absolutely brilliant. I mean, to be fair, 3 is better than I ever dreamt of 2 weeks before the window closed. The window isn't even closed yet. There's still more loans coming. Right, Rabiot comes inside, gives it to Sendra, and that's a beautiful pass from Martino. And I thought the 2 substitutes had combined there for an equaliser. 'Twas not to be. Koulibaly to Alex Boxall. Now Koulibaly again looking for Martino. Can't find him. It's a lot of pressure on a 16-year-old lad to come on and try and save us a point when we're in a relegation battle. But, you know, it's how you build character. Put a player under incredible pressure at a really young age when he's not equipped to cope with it. It worked for Rabiot. It worked for Boxall. It'll work. It'll either work for Martino or it won't. And it doesn't matter because he's not our player. 2-0 down. We gave it our best shot. You know what? 3 points from these first 2 matches. That's fine. Win our home games. That's fine. We haven't been absolutely battered there. There's still going to be more new players to come in, because we can just sign them all now. I'm not alarmed just yet. Now, slight departure from what we've done the last couple of seasons, because obviously we spent a long time in that previous league. So we were getting to the point where we were doing 8 to 10 matches between episodes. Obviously, this is a whole new world. So we want to take our time. We want to save a life in the second tier. So Real Madrid B as the next episode. Feels sensible. We've played Barcelona loads. We've not played Real Madrid yet in this save, so that's what we're going to do in the next episode. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.